What's up, YouTube? Hope you're having a relaxing Sunday. Figured I would take the time to make two videos. The first is going to be underwear. I'm not going to go into detail about prosthetics and packers today, but just for reference so you understand in terms of what I like and what I didn't like. What I'm currently using is one that I've sort of chopped up to try and make more comfortable, but it was the Free Tom Sleek 4-in-1. So I did a lot of research on underwear. My goal was to not have to wear a harness. One of the options I'm going to show you is an actual harness, and another is going to be underwear that is both underwear and a harness, and then just plain underwear. So I got some recommendations from people. Some things really didn't work. Some things sort of work. Right now I'm waiting. Actually, I should have a new prosthetic that I'll do a unboxing video on coming in a couple weeks. So I'm trying to move on from being upset, but I've had this prosthetic for several months, so we'll just get into it. So I found these guys on Amazon. They were recommended to me. I got them in these boxer brief version, and I got also just briefs. They were promoted basically because they have this pouch here so that you could, easily remove it, as well as a hole that would give you supposedly some stability. They were made with sports in mind, so they're extremely light, which is great, and they're rather comfortable, but I just find them, I don't know, they feel really weird to me. They don't feel like normal underwear. I just sort of like that cotton feel. I couldn't really, I must be like in between sizes, but yeah, these are the GV2s. They also were not good in terms of stability. I think it would be better if you were using maybe, just a regular small packer, but for me, this just did not do the trick. So, yeah, unfortunately, I bought a whole bunch of these and don't like them. Other things that I don't like. So, well, so a lot of people know Rodo. They have just regular underwear, but they also are known for their underwear that's also basically a harness. I got several types. This is one of them, one of the briefs, so obviously you would fit right in here, and there's actually a little pouch on the inside so that you don't have to have as much of the packer touching your flesh, which in terms of cleanliness I like, but in terms of making it feel like, it's an extension of my body, no, it sort of made me feel super removed. It's definitely more stable than the other ones, but for me, it just wasn't stable enough, and I can't seem to get the right size on this either. The band is also extremely thick, so given that I still have really big hips, it's frustrating because they will often roll down. So that ends up getting crumpled up, and then when I have my full body binder on, it's really uncomfortable. In terms of the quality is great. I would definitely recommend that, people try Rodo if they have maybe an STP that they're attaching directly to their skin, which is why I've been holding on to them, because that's going to be one of my next moves, so maybe I will end up liking it. But for what I have going on right now, it doesn't work. So moving on to what I do like. I do basically three combinations of different underwear setups, just depending on, if I'm being honest, laundry day. I'll start with my favorite option first. I am definitely a boxer brief guy, but I have to say that I'm getting a little bit more used to briefs, given it's recommended, really, if you're going to have a packer, especially without a harness, to have something that is very skin tight, and really snug to make sure there's less movement. So when I don't want to use a harness and I just want to be comfortable, because harnesses are uncomfortable, it's just like an extra thing you have to wear and worry about, I wear Bonds, which was also recommended to me. Bonds is like, I think they just celebrated their 100th year anniversary. It's an Australian company. These are the best so far, which makes the shipping and the wait worth it, because they were late on their order. They come in all different designs, and what's great about them, other than it's really excellent quality, very comfortable, the band is not too thick, not too thin. Sometimes it rolls down a little bit, but it's certainly better than the Rodeos that have the much thicker and wider band. But what is really great about them is that they have the side slit. So the side slit allows you to actually pull out in a more convenient way as opposed to over the band, which is helpful for trans guys, because obviously it's not attached to our body unless you are attaching it via a glue. So there's a lot less to worry about when you just have to pull it out the side. Another tip is you can actually, some of them I tried cutting, I don't know, it's hard to see on camera, but I tried cutting an extra little hole for even further support. I really can't say enough good things about them. They're definitely not perfect, but they're as close as I've gotten so far. I've tried maybe 4 or 5 different brands to figure out what works for me, and this definitely keeps me a lot more stable, certainly stable if I'm wearing my body binding, which is always. Another option of it, this is the boxer brief, so sometimes, actually a lot of time I will wear this without the harness. It's a little less stable than the briefs, of course, but I personally find them more comfortable and I like them physically. Again, these come in all different colors, and some of them make the side slit not noticeable at all, which some people like, and others makes it super noticeable. When I do wear a harness, okay, here we go. I'm wearing spare parts hardware. So it's basically like a jock strap that's very elastic. It took me a little bit to figure out the right size for me, but once I did, it is so comfortable. It really helps me have that added support, especially if I want to wear regular, boxers or underwear. So it has a little hole which actually can stretch, so it can fit a lot more than you'd imagine. And again, you can keep a lot of it away from your body by just keeping it tucked in this little pouch. And then what I'll often do is, I haven't really decided, to waste even more money and go and get regular boxers briefs, which I will probably do soon with the new one, but I'm just using my old Tomboy boxer briefs, and I'm able to wear them, boy shorts, I'm able to wear them all really comfortably with this underneath, which gives me enough stability. I like the fact sometimes that I don't have to feel, so contained. But ultimately, you're going to find, underwear that works the best for you. I'm just giving you a little bit of my knowledge so that way maybe you can save a little bit of money, because I've spent so much money on different underwear, and everybody seems to have a different opinion, which of course they would, and it definitely depends on your packer. But if you have something, particularly a stand-up P that's very bulky and large, again, I highly recommend the Bonds. So happy shopping.